just by chance this is your first week here, I want you to know that you have just stumbled into a series that we have entitled, I Got the Hookup. Holler if you hear me. Touch your neighbor and say, I got the hookup.
I got the hookup.
Holler if you hear me. In week 1, we looked at Jehovah Nissi, which says that God is a God who will always defend. That no matter what you face in life, God is a God who will defend. He says that this battle is not yours, but it's the Lord's. And then we looked at in week 2 that he is Jehovah Shammah, which is the God who will always be there. Which means that no matter when you take row in your life, in the good times and the bad times, the good, the bad, and the ugly, God is always there, and he's able to say he's present. And you know that can make you through some rough times as long as you know God is present. You can go through sickness and pain as long as you know that God is present. In week 3, we looked at God, at Jehovah Shalom, which means the God who will always give peace. That God gives peace, and he shows up at greatest when we're going through trials and tribulation. That when we're going through some tough times in life, God is able to show us that I'm bad enough and I'm big enough to give you peace in the midst of unpeaceful situation. Can I get some help in here? Has God ever gave you peace in a situation when other people was pulling out their hair, they was worried at night, had anxiety, but in the midst of all of it, God gave you peace? I'm looking at somebody, and they gave peace this out on your job. You didn't know when they was going to get to your group, but you still had peace. When everybody else was about to lose their mind, you knew God was Jehovah Shalom. He's not only Jehovah Nissi, not only Jehovah Shammah, not only Jehovah Shalom, but he is Jehovah Jireh. Jehovah Jireh simply said that God is a God who will always provide. And I like that because he said that he will always provide, even when you don't know when your next situation is going to come and the next answer is going to come. You can know that God will always provide. How many of you know he may not come when you want him, but he'll always give your neighbor a high five and say he's always on time. Just hold on just a little while longer because he always will provide. And so today I want to introduce you to this very last name of God in this series, and that is Jehovah Rapha, which means that he is a God who will always heal. That no matter what you're faced with in life, that sometime in life you are going to have to deal with some tough times in life. You're going to have to deal with hurt. You're going to have to deal with pain. You're going to have to deal with people talking about you. You're going to have to deal with haters. You're going to have to deal with problems. You're going to have to deal with frustration. You're going to have to deal with problems and predicaments and all that stuff. And you're going to be hurt sometimes. There's going to be times when your heart is going to be exposed. There's going to be times when your feelings are going to be hurt. There's going to be time when all of us hurt. Let me just tell you something you won't tell me, because all of us at one time or another have been hurt in life. Life has a way of knocking the very hair out of. I don't know how. You can be as macho, you can be as hard, you can be as mean, you can be as and what happens is that life makes us that way. Why do you think people are so mean and so nasty? Because life makes you that way. If you can't handle the hurt in your life, it'll make you mean and nasty. Like, why are they always mean? Why are they always talking? Why you know what? That's what makes our culture so unique, because we deal with people who are being hurt to the core. And he goes back, and then we just say no excuse, because we don't use excuses. We look at reality. That they go all the way back to slavery, when we were brought over here, and we were told that we were less than human beings, and that you're going to be treated like animals, and you're going to be treated like dogs, you're going to be treated like property. And so they said, we don't care how you feel, we don't care that you hurt, we'll snatch family, we'll snatch sons, we're going to snatch daughters, we're going to rape, we're going to do all that. And what happened is that culture and conditions have taught us that we ought to just take everything and just bottle it all in. And so what has happened is we come to church and we bottle all this hatred in, and then as soon as somebody does something, we just snatch their arm, literally snatch their head out. You know why? Because we're not handle the hurt, because hurt people hurt